While everyone is talking about this fire horse year, which is starting on the 17th, something way rarer that hasn't happened since 1703 is getting ready to begin, and it is the beginning of a whole new bold era. The world is not going to be the same again after this. This is the meeting of Saturn and Neptune in Aries. The last time we saw this was on the cusp of the Enlightenment era. This is where we saw rigid religious and political structures crumbling, and individual reason and scientific investigation started to grow. We saw this in the philosophical thought of the time with philosophers like John Locke. We also sort of started to see a little bit of a reduction in some of our sort of so-called spiritual thought. Um, even things like astrology kind of went into a little bit of a dormant period. And that's interesting because these two planets would have moved out of Pisces, which is very much connected to spirituality, and into Aries, where we started to see reason and self-determination and leadership. Saturn moving through Aries is also a relatively rare transit, and we see this every 30 years, which brings about people's Saturn return. So if you were born between 1996 and 1999, it's likely that you're moving through your Saturn return. And if you were born between 1967 and 1969, you're also going to be moving through your second Saturn return. So get ready for that one. Let's talk about what happened when Saturn was in Aries last time. This was the beginning of the dot-com movement, where we started to see Google get launched, and we saw, greater entrepreneurial activities and self-leadership. Let's go back to the previous Saturn in Aries cycle, which was from 1967 to 1969. And this was the time of civil rights movements. We saw the Summer of Love. We saw anti-war protests. This kind of anti-establishment energy is going to be coming in this next period for us, moving of Saturn moving through Aries. Now we're on the brink of this new era. It is going to be about self-empowerment. It's important that you can unite your reason with your ambition and make wise choices moving forward. This is a time of faith, reason, and bold new beginnings, and it is ushered in with this fire horse year. Now, Saturn and Neptune are meeting together on the 20th of February, and the fire horse is going to start it all off on the 17th.